Saghafi, Liberty Home Mortgage. The question today is, what happens when the house does not appraise? So I've done this for 24 years now, but if you're watching this video in 4 years from now, that means at that time I've done it for 28 years. If you're watching it in 40 years from now, I guess that means I've done it for 64 years, but I don't know if I'll last that long, but that's beside the point. So, okay, appraisals coming in short, that's the term we use. I know I've had appraisers get upset when I've said that, but oh well, you do your own video and you can call it whatever you feel like it. This is my video and I'm calling it short. Appraisals coming in for less than the purchase price of the home has happened since the day I got into this industry. It's not new. There have been times when it comes in a little shorter, a little bit more, and there's been times over the years when every single appraisal came in for an entire year for me with no issues. Who knows? It also, you have to see how many transactions you're doing. Anyways, what happens when the house appraises short? I'm gonna give this example. Let's say I'm going with a VA loan. VA loans are doable at 100% finance. So you could go no money down on a VA loan. Let's pretend you're buying a house for $100,000, okay? And I'm going VA. So I'm going VA, no money down, you're buying a house for $100,000. What that means is that I'm gonna loan you $100,000. I'm gonna loan you $100,000. Now, if the house appraises at $100,000, that's perfect. I'm giving you a loan of $100, you're buying it for $100, it appraised at $100. That's perfect, okay? What happens when the appraisal comes in short, less than $100,000? The value from a lending perspective, no matter what type of loan you're going for, VA, USDA, FHA, conventional, doesn't matter. The value is the lesser of the appraised value or the purchase price of the home. What that means is you're buying it for $100,000. Let's pretend it appraises at $90,000. That means I'm going to loan you, the value to me is $90,000. I will loan you 100% of what I consider the value to be, which is the lesser of the purchase price or appraised value. It appraised at 90. I will loan you 100% of 90. So I will loan you $90,000, okay? I'm gonna loan you 90. The purchase price is 100. Now here's the problem. The seller wants 100. You agreed to buy it for 100. I now am only gonna loan you 90. There's a $10,000 shortage, okay? What can you do when it comes in for $10,000 short, okay? The first choice, of course, I've given these before. The first choice is you can go and dispute the appraisal, go to the appraiser and say, hey, I don't think 90,000 is a good number. I think 100 is justified. There's other sales out there that I feel justify $100,000. This is what I believe. You can dispute the appraisal, okay? If the appraiser changes it and says, you're right, it's $100,000, great, congratulations, the appraiser changed it. That'll happen 1 out of 1,000, okay? They don't change it often. A second choice is the seller can say, hey, instead of me taking 100, I'll lower it down to 90, I'll take 90. That's a choice. Another choice is you, the buyer, could say, hey, I'm buying it for 100. Khash will now only loan me 90. There's a $10,000 shortage. I, the buyer, will come up with that $10,000 shortage, okay? That's choice 3. Choice 4, the seller could say, listen, I'll come down $4,000. I'll come down 4. That leaves a shortage of 6 still existing. The buyer could say, I'll come up with the 6. That covers the 10. So the seller comes down, the buyer throws a little bit in, that covers all the difference. The last choice, of course, is cancel the whole deal. Everyone's angry with the appraiser. God knows the real estate agents are saying they want to get the person's license revoked, okay? I hate to tell you this, that's absolute insanity. When you understand the methodology used, I have other videos you have to watch. That's why you have to follow my channel and watch every single video I do, because when you put all this together, you actually start understanding why the lending industry does what it does, no matter who the lender is, who the broker is, what state you're in, what type of loan it is, you're gonna start understanding this stuff, okay? So no, if the appraiser doesn't get value, it doesn't mean they're a terrible appraiser or they should lose their license. It just means that they had comparables that justified a different number than apparently the agents used or the buyers believed or the sellers believed or whatever else is out there. But keep following these videos as always. If you have questions, comment, put it in the comments, ask away, call me. My number is down there too. It's all over the place. Anyways, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this on your channel, especially if you're a real estate agent. I'll catch you on the next one.